All right, good day, everyone. I'll be clearing my throat a lot on this one. I'm just gonna need to, is all. I'll edit out what I can. Maybe not everything. I finally got the bearings. I got them from Action, as I get most of my stuff. They had two choices. I was hoping to get the sleeves. I forget what brand of sleeves, like just a little 10-pack. And they're usually $10 to $15 depending on the size of the bearing. These are tiny, so I imagine they would have been cheap. These were as well, $4.39 on the old Canadian. 5114A, your part number. If you're looking to pick some up. They only had the two brands in stock, and Pat was like, are they for knuckles or drive shafts? Or knuckles or axles? I'm like, axles. Probably go for the Traxxas. Okay, so I did, and I am. I think I got everything ready to go that I need to get this job done today, because I need this truck running, because there's a hard body run today at approximately 11:30, 12 o'clock. I don't think anything's been carved in stone yet, but it needs to get done, because it is the only hard body I got with a hitch. I do want to get a new rear bumper for the D110. I would like to get, I haven't found it yet, but I haven't really looked all that hard yet. What I'd like to get is the one that's got a swinging tire carrier and the ladder rack. And I think the one, it's similar to the one I have for the Jeep, right? Like this, but no top piece, no side gas cans, maybe one. It's a tire carrier that swings out off the bumper. The bumper has to have a hitch, and then with a single ladder going up the side. None of the roof rack part, but just a small ladder. Yeah, that's what I'd like to do there. Eventually it'll happen. So I think I'm going to pull, if you remember from the previous video, oh, those screws don't feel good. It could be the driver. I think I went over this in the last video as well. It's time for a new 2.0 possibly. Maybe a grinding. Because you can grind them down. Because it's usually the tips. Well, this has been ground down already. Not much left. I had pulled the T-case back out because in the last video you remember that I put the T-case back in and then pulled the transmission out to do the rebuild on it, and I had forgotten to put that coupler, little drive shaft, back in between the transmission and T-case. I'm doing that now. I gotta put in a couple of, I call them grub pins. I never know the proper, or not never, but it's rare I know the proper terminology for stuff. Put that in the lid. I just threw everything in that container, so I relatively know what's what for what size of length of screw. Like I know the knuckles take a shorter and longer top and bottom, so those won't be hard to figure out. What am I looking for? 1.5? I think. I wish everybody got in the same boat with that. Actually, I wish fucking 1.5 and 1/16 were eliminated from the hobby completely, along with E-clips. Maybe that's what I'll do one day. I'll win the lottery, and I'll design an RC user-friendly. It's not that this stuff isn't user-friendly. It's usually the user's fault when stuff like this doesn't work out right. Like, if you continuously strip screws, I don't know of a brand that is just known for constantly stripping screws, so I couldn't really talk about that. But it's usually a poor driver, like a poor quality driver, and not cleaning out the heads. Gotta clean out the heads. Alright, coupler back in. Now we're gonna start reassembling the front. Maybe. So I oiled up the steering because it was squeaky and loud, which was annoying, right? The bearings in this one knuckle aren't loose, but they don't want to come out. Neither one. And there's next to no play. So they're going to get greased and go back in for now. And then the next time I work on this truck, hopefully they're just ready to explode. That's probably what's going to happen. Really, really grease them up here. And this is one of one of the things where you'll get longer longevity. Okay, I gotta think now. I can't talk and think at the same time. Just not that kind of talent I got. Okay, there's really like so not much to see on this one. I know the camera's not facing the best way or anything really. That's helpful towards you guys. Pardon me. These look in great shape, which is nice. They're a little bit rusty, but loads of life left in them, which is fantastic. I usually marine grease this kind of stuff. Marine grease everything, really. But, stop coming out. Oh, it's doing its thing. Sometimes it does this where it won't stop. Ah, well, give me a little puddle of grease right there. Oh yeah, the bearing, new bearing. Anywhere a bearing's gonna sit, so I'll even grease, that's just bare metal right there, right? But I'll still grease all the way around that edge, and then shove the bearing into the grease, and then put a little bit more grease on the other side. Whoops. Alright, so slide that in there. Back on in there. Ah, yeah, that's good stuff. Gotta get your Loctite on there. Just a little dab will do you. I'm going to put a little bit of marine grease on these sleeves / top hats to hopefully hold them in place, or help hold them in place rather than just falling out all willy-nilly on me. That's what these things like to do. And again, I know you guys can't see anything, but here's the weird part. It doesn't seem to matter with you guys. You guys like these videos for some reason where I'm just sitting here babbling and wrenching. Like, I've watched a couple other people do the same type of video, but you guys have actually mentioned you should do a live, which makes me really nervous. Because who knows what I'll say and can't take back, right? Ah, shit. Because you lose complete power of editing. That went together really well, by the way. I'm really happy about that. I hope I'm not forgetting anything, because I sometimes do that. Itty bitty little bit of Loctite. Bottom screw. One. Boring. Everywhere and anywhere. Get it in there. Get it in you. Get it onto you. Plugging along. Both sides are in now. I'm just listening to Molly because she cracks me up. All the little noises she makes, it's hilarious. Yeah, so I'm going to put the cover back on first, and then, yeah, I guess it doesn't really matter. I'm going to put the cover on now. Still got a few things to do. I figured I'd babble a little bit more. Yeah, so the weirdness of you guys, liking the build videos more than the trail videos. I am both appreciative of it and slightly weirded out by it. It's like, really? Rather listen to me babble than to watch some cool RCs? Alright, sure, I'll try it. But that would be the question of the day for you guys, I guess, on this one. What, do you want me to really do a live video? Because, man, I can't edit it. I can't take shit back that I might accidentally say. Because I've done that. Where, wow, am I ever glad I edited this more. Because some of them I'm really tempted, like if it's like a 20-minute video and it's just me wrenching, there's times where I've just taken out me turning in a screw like this because I'm not talking, all of a sudden the piece is back together. But there's also times where I've said something about something or someone, and it's like, maybe I shouldn't say that in public. Because YouTube is extremely public. So yeah, there's that aspect of it. But it's also like, I'd be by myself, and I see most people that do a live stream are usually with somebody else. So maybe I could get some of the old YouTube buddies in on it. Or maybe I'll email a couple guys and see if they're interested. Or maybe get a friend over, like, geez, it'd be great to have Crazy Joe or Rookie on the show. The show. Am I a show? Actually, here I'll babble about something I usually almost never talk about. Please subscribe. I am almost at 25,000 subscribers. So if you guys wouldn't mind helping me get there, it'll also shut me up from asking you. Because I don't, other than saying thanks for watching and please subscribe at the end of my videos, I usually don't ask you guys. I just kind of roll with it and whatever it is. But I'm almost at 25,000, and I gotta say I'm pretty excited about it. Yeah, I am. But after that, I'll shut up. So if you guys want to kind of help me get there, share a video or two on some form of social media that I don't have, and then yeah, ask a couple of friends to subscribe if you don't mind. Or if you're watching now and you're not, please. Okay. This here thing's almost back on. The only tilt I get out of this is I disconnected the rear portion of the front leaf springs. Actually, there's no leaves in the rear. It's 4-link. 4 or 3? Yeah, it's 4. But I just removed the 2 screws back here just to get that little bit of room. Just so I can get this thing tilted enough that I can get at all the screws. Little tip for you, I guess. As for the steering linkage, it was all squeaky. I oiled it. You figure at the age of it that those pieces would have got used so much by now that, hold on, thirsty. Figure it would have got used by now enough that those balls would start to wear. But apparently not yet. It's still pretty tight. So I oiled them with bearing oil, or bushing oil, sorry. Hoping that'll do it. It got rid of the squeak. But that's, hold on, I gotta get those other screws back in here first. 2, that's the 2.5. Yeah, the 2.5 I need to do this job. Oh, that's ball end. What am I doing? If I look real tired, it's because I'm real tired. There's no light coming in the windows yet. All the light in here is artificial because it's like 5:30 in the morning. Lyle, are you having a beer? Yeah, I am. So I'll have one whenever I fucking want to. And today's my birthday, damn it. So yeah, I'm having one during this video and then I'm going to cut it out. Because I have to be somewhere at approximately 11 a.m. to noonish today. So I'm just having the one for the video. Yeah, it tastes good. Love beer. I also love my coffee. And at perfect temperature, you gotta like it when that hits you right. Talking and doing this, slowing me down. That's not the right nut. That's a wheel nut. Wheel nut. That's how you get your morning carbs, I tell you. Barley. Baby. Remember what it was from the last video, all squeaky and creaky? Can't you even hear anything? The upper screws aren't in yet. So right now, just so I don't bore the hell out of you guys, I'm gonna clean the drive shafts, get them in, clean and oil the drive shafts, get them in. Then I tighten up the servo horn, then flip it over, get the 2 screws into the knuckles, and then I'm gonna look at steering and we'll do a quick test. Because right now I can't wait. Everything feels so good. It's gonna be like a new truck again. And this thing was rough on the last one, like rough. But I need her to be good today because she's gonna tow a trailer, something on the trailer. Almost ready. So drive shafts are cleaned, oiled up, put back on. Weird. My charger just did a thing where it's a 4-port and all 4 are flashing 77, which I have no idea what that means. Well, my dynamite charger may have just kicked the bucket. Many years of good use, it owes me nothing. Plus, it was a gift. Trusty old high-tech. I think I bought it for 70 bucks. I don't know how many years ago, but apparently that battery's done. Alright, so just getting the tires back on here. Drama. On there. So the steering still feels stiff. The knuckles are back on, everything's Loctited the way I believe it should be. Greased and oiled where everything should be. Almost all new bearings. No, that's not true. I think I reused a fair amount actually. But they all look good in a lot of places. Why doesn't that pin want to go through the drive? Safety feature maybe? We're going to get a look at the steering horn because I'm about to turn it on and I want to be able to center the steering. That it will be it. Okay, remote is on. Plug in truck. Okay, I got forward and backward mixed up here. That was just a guess. Switch the motor wires around. So I got these way tighter than they used to be. They borderline just fell apart. Not fell apart, but I could easily pull them apart like, I don't know how to describe it. Super easy. Steering's almost bang on anyways. I don't know why it had to chime up so many times there. I may have to change pinions. I'll show you what's going on. As you can kind of see, the pinion just fits on there without rubbing against the motor, but it's also kind of too tight to mesh with the spur gear. So I'm going to try a different pinion. Good morning, Mother. Thank you very much. I'm alright. Just downstairs in the basement working on an RC car. So yes, that was my mommy calling to wish me a happy birthday. And yes, this video is going up today. I don't know if I'll be able to read comments today on it because, again, I'm going out. I don't know if it's again. I just told my mom, but I'm going out today around 11 or 12 o'clock. Probably 12 o'clock. Sounds like a good time to start something, you know? And, yeah, trail run. So this thing's going out. Fresh and new. Well, fresh, I guess. Fresh grease and oil. perfect little amount of play. All right, let's try this again. Always power on your remote first. We'll zip tie some stuff out of the way, or twist tie. Oh, yeah. Do-do-do-do-do. Tab A into slot B. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, steering. Why isn't it steering? I haven't hooked it up yet. So the steering is already set to 0 on the remote, or center on the remote, which is perfect. That's what you want, man. And then straighten your tires out. Get that horn on there. Oops, that's okay. I usually don't recommend putting Loctite on a servo screw, but I ran high-tech for many years. Then high-tech prices jumped, and they stopped being rebuildable, which was a little disappointing. And a lot of guys run the Savox. I don't like the buzzing. It's not the end of the world, but I don't like the buzzing. They seem to be a good servo. Waterproofness holds up and all that jazz. The part that gets me is the screws like to fall out, where I never had a problem with high-techs because they have that little locking ring where the Savox doesn't apparently use those. Just put a wee bit of Loctite in there. No binding. Now it looks good there. Let's see if it'll steer. Buzzing. Now that's what I was looking for. Smooth. That's nice. Okay. Alright, so that's going to be about it for the babbling part of the video. Give me a quick moment. I'm going to show you something else. I just got to clean up this junk a bit, replace the camera, and I'll be right back with you. So I needed this Jeep to be running to use this hitch on this trailer for that toolbox. What's in the toolbox? Tune in to the next video to find out. Thanks for watching.